Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another video. Today, I want to talk about a topic which has been growing in power and speeding up, and that is the topic about the criteria for planets. And there's been a rumor going around where the IAU, which is the team which classifies the criteria for becoming a planet, the IAU is the IAU? Yeah, it's IAU, isn't it? Yeah, International Astronomical Union. Basically, they in 2006 they demoted Pluto to a dwarf planet because it it passed three criterias, but it didn't pass the third criteria. The third criteria is basically where it couldn't, if I turn off trails, it couldn't clear its orbit. To be honest, I find that criteria to be absolute horseshit because, um, if I bring up a picture of, um, I'll bring up a picture of, here we go. If I swap this over real quick. Oh, that's not a very good picture. Okay. I'm gonna bring up this because I want to show you guys. Is that right? Yes, it has mic. This is showing all the asteroids in the orbit of Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, and this is a lot of shit. I mean, people say, well, Mercury's, Pluto's fine. It's a dwarf planet because it's not big enough to clear its orbit. I find that to be complete and utter trash, because look how many orbits. This is all the objects which have been discovered by satellites and whatnot. These are all the confirmed objects. These are all NEOs. I believe the blue ones are near Earth objects. And look how fucking many there are. Look how many. Technically, the Earth should technically not be classified as a planet because it hasn't cleared its orbit. So for the International Astronomical Union to say, well, Pluto's not a planet because it hasn't cleared its orbit, is complete bollocks to me. Complete horseshit. I think Pluto's a planet, and if the International Astronomical Union doesn't like that, then the Earth, Mercury, Venus, and Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune should not be considered as planets. That is my final word. To be honest, I'm sick of it. They should change it. They should honestly get rid of that third rule. And the third rule is basically, criteria for a planet. The third criteria is it has to have cleared its neighborhood. Excuse me? Are you guys retarded? Hello? What the fuck? Reclassify Pluto as a planet. Reclassify all the dwarf planets as fucking planets. Don't be such stuck up bastards just because you can't get your own way. Listen to the community. They want Pluto as a planet. Do it. It's not that fucking hard. Scrap this third one. Scrap it. Because obviously this is total horseshit. It's total shit. It's total bollocks. And it just shows of how stupid the IAU is. It shows how stupid they are. It really fucking does. And I'm really upset because a few years ago somebody said that the IAU was planning to reclassify Pluto as a planet. It's been what 4.5 years, and Pluto's still a dwarf planet. People of the IAU, if you are watching this video, please, for the love of this fucking planet, reclassify all the dwarf planets as real planets. If they are not round enough, that's fine. But if they are round enough, like a planet, classify them as planets. Don't go on and say, oh, well, it would take too much to name them, blah, 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 blah. No one gives a shit. Make the community fucking happy. Because when you declassified Pluto from a planet to a planet, the world cried. The world cried. They really fucking did. And I'm honestly sick and tired of these people thinking, oh, I've got the power. Seriously. Just do something good for once. It's not that fucking difficult. Like, if you keep that third criteria, then technically the sun has no planets. The sun only has dwarf planets because it hasn't cleared the orbits. So, in actual fact, the IAU has no fucking idea what they're talking about. They obviously have no idea how to classify a planet. They should be fired from their jobs because this is stupid. This came in 2006. It's now 2021. This needs to go. This needs to go now. Because right now, it's clear. It is clear as all day that there are so many asteroids which obviously cannot be dislodged by Earth's gravitational influence. Cannot be dislodged. And I dare anyone to come into the comment section and try and prove me wrong. Because I know I'm right. I'm sticking up for the community because I know what the community wants. They want Pluto as a real planet. I want Pluto as a real planet. My mum wants Pluto as a real planet. My family wants Pluto as a real planet. My friends, which I know, they want Pluto as a real planet. And, their parents want Pluto as a real planet. Come on. It's not fucking hard. It's not hard. All you have to do a bit of editing, get rid of that, classify Pluto. Yeah, I'm actually going to look it up. Some interesting. Dude, this is so bollocks. This is so shit. This is so much shit. It's full of shit. It really is. Let's have a look what this says. I'll go away ads. I'm actually going to turn ad blocker on. Fuck off. La, 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 la. Roundly ignored by planetary scientists, but the IAU's use of a vote made science seem political, undetermined, the trust in science. Okay, so basically the IAU got absolutely dumpstered upon. Good. I mean, it was clear in 2015 when when the Horizon space probe went past Pluto. It was clear Pluto was an actual planet. I mean, Pluto had volcanism, Pluto had an atmosphere, Pluto had a ring system, Pluto had more moons than we first thought it had. Horizon even, I think, if I'm correct, Horizon actually discovered, was it 1 or 2 new moons around Pluto, which was shocking. It was absolutely shocking. Why the fuck is Pluto not a planet? Um, it doesn't make scientific sense. I agree with you, mate. I really do agree with you. It makes no fucking sense. Create a title more. This is so much shit. It's poorly worded. Yes. Yes, Stern. Yes. By non-experts. Yes. Yes. Fuck those people that made that. So much. They botched it. Yeah, they fucking did, mate. Over, overacted. Overacted. Because they were horrified by the idea that there could be hundreds of small planets beyond the orbit. The IAU is honestly the bane of this world's existence because they don't want anybody to have pleasure. They don't want anybody to have fun. The astronomers became afraid of astronomically large numbers. Really? Come on, fuck you. Fuck off. Hang on, I want to know how many planets in the solar system? 5 dog planets. I'm sure it's more than that. How many? 5. It says 5, but there's more than that. They say, oh, Planet 9. The IAU can fuck off. They really can. They can fuck off. They obviously, this guy. Where was the statement again? Um, as to all dwarf planets. Yes, Stern. Accused the IAU of harming scientists when it public vote. It's a terrible mechanism of doom science. Yes. Let the public do the voting. For fuck's sake, don't be such retards. We don't vote on a vote of voting. The rules of the eye taking a vote was the single most damaging. Yes, it did damage science. The argument about Pluto is about. Okay. Drew a line between planets, dual planets, planetoids, and moons is essentially makes zero difference to real life, proving why Pluto is a planet. Honestly, you know, um, wait, is this about candles? I don't want to know fucking about candles. Um, yes, not everybody. Yes, NASA, please, please, for fuck's sake, please fight against the IAU. Once again, I'm sticking with that, and it's the way I learned it, and I'm committed to it. Yes, yes. Awesome. You're awesome, mate. You're absolutely awesome. Um, Pluto, it's ninth planet. Fuck it. It is a ninth planet. Yes, a multi-layered atmosphere, organic compounds, weather, and moons. Like, seriously, how can you not classify Pluto as a fucking planet when it has all this? It has volcanism, it has, a multi-layered atmosphere like the Earth, it has volcanic compounds, it even has fucking weather. I mean, come the fuck on. How retarded do you have to be in science as an astronomer to think, oh, we should probably classify Pluto as a dwarf planet because I don't think it's not a planet. Yeah, seriously, like, fuck's sake. When the IAU, being they're the idiots that they are, classified Pluto as a dwarf planet from planet 9 to a dwarf planet. Um, there was outcry across the world because the IAU fucked up. They basically fucked up. And now reading all these articles, it's clear that NASA is, they're getting pissed off with the IAU. They're obviously getting pissed off. Planetary powers. So, honestly, according to the IAU, Pluto is technically a dwarf planet. When they say Pluto is technically a dwarf planet, that basically means Pluto is not a dwarf planet. They have no fucking idea how to do this shit. uh, oh man. Uh, Honestly, that criteria is so much shit. You can laugh at it. You can laugh in their face. In August 2006, the International Astronomical Union, which basically they're a bunch of idiots which have no idea how to classify a planet, downgrade the status of Pluto. Arguably, in 2006, we didn't have this data. But now we have this data, the IAU better fucking wake up. Because this, you know, having the so-called Pluto's not a planet because it doesn't clear its orbit is complete shit, complete bullshit. Because looking from this, it's obvious. Even Mercury, which is closest to the sun, can't even clear its orbit. The Earth can't even clear its orbit. And look how many. The Earth actually has the densest amount of objects. Like, you have to be so fucked up in the air to think, hang on a minute, Pluto can't be a planet because it doesn't clear its orbit. But the Earth's a planet? Like, honestly, like, you have to be so fucking dumb. It's so fucking disheartening. It really is. It just shows off the incompetence of the people in science. It really fucking does. And there are so many, Pluto supporters, so many Pluto supporters, and there's so many dwarf planet supporters. I honestly believe that all dwarf planets should be planets. So if you think about it, there's hang on. 1,000. What the fuck? What? Temperance. That's beautiful. Wow. Okay. Um. Mike Brown's planets. Mike Brown wasn't he the one that basically killed off Pluto? Um, 10 objects, which is certainly dwarf planets. So we count the 10, 27, and the 68. So 10, 27, 68. Just the calculator. So if we do, oh no, that's. God, bloody damn it. Calculator. So if we do 10 plus 68, that'll be 105. That'll be 105 planets. So 105 plus 8, 113 planets. 113 planets. Like the IAU can say as much horseshit as they like. They can spit out as much crap as they like. I don't give two shits. I really don't. I don't give two shits. Uh, they can classify their 741 objects which are possibly dwarf planets. They can classify those as dwarf planets, and then they can classify these as dwarf planets. But these three sections should be planets, or maybe these two sections. These two sections should be planets because right now, the IAU are just being dumb. They are being stupid. Um, Technically, if you classify now, how many moons are in? Oh, so there are more than 200 moons, so that would be 200 satellite planets. What is a satellite? A moon, planet? Oh. So yeah, if because Pluto is like what? Is it like a third? Oh no, the Pluto is actually quite large compared to the Moon. That's cool. And Sedna's quite large as well. Pluto is 1,400 miles. Uh, yeah, 3,474 kilometers versus 2,368 kilometers. Like honestly, Pluto can easily be classified as a planet, but the Moon could be classified as a satellite planet, not as a moon. Um, so yeah, I mean, they really need to back up their ideas and stop being stupid for once, because like Eris, everybody says, "Oh, Eris is heavier than Pluto." That's not true. Pluto has more of a rocky to ice compound than Eris. Eris is more ice than Pluto, so Eris is technically lighter than Pluto. That's why Eris is more shiny. Um, how many moons does I spelled moons wrong. Oh, for God. Five. Sharon. Some people call it Charon. It's not fucking Charon. It's Sharon. Hydra. Kerb. Kerberos? Nyx and Styx. Formers were surprisingly chaotic. Okay. I'm interested because, when I heard about, Pluto having rings, I thought it was a bit weird. There's Pluto has no rings. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So yeah, that's the that's the talk on what I just want to have because it really grated on me that that the IAU was just being stupid at this point. Basically saying, oh, you know, at first they said, oh, Pluto is definitely not a planet, it's definitely a dwarf planet. Now they're saying that Pluto is technically, what was it, technically not a dwarf planet? Or something like that. Um, 6. Oh, night goes up to 6. That's 6 efficient, doesn't it? AU. 2015 RR 245. Okay. Um, 20. Okay, that's interesting. So that what 26? So that'd be 26. So that'd be 26. 34. 34 real planets in the solar system. So not as much as I first thought, but still, that's nice. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, give a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy this video, give a thumbs down. Put in the comment section, do you agree with my intake on it? Of Pluto being a planet, or do you agree with the IAU with Pluto not being a planet? Honestly, my opinion, I don't agree with the IAU. I think that they're just being childish now. They're not exactly being smart. They're not being clever. They're being quite destructive. It's clear that the third criteria is not working anymore because with all this new information of this, it's clear that they need to scrap that third criteria, or they need to classify Earth as a dwarf planet because it can't clear its orbit. So the IU are starting to get into the situation where they're starting to be hounded by all sides. At first, it would have been, oh, okay, the IU they have a strong point. The Earth obviously can clear its orbit, but Pluto can't. But now everybody can clearly see that the Earth can't clear its orbit. The giant planets can, like 80% of their orbit they can clear, but even Jupiter cannot clear its orbit. It still has asteroids in its orbit. It's clear. It's not rocket science. How dumb can you people be? So, yeah. Honestly, the IAU should scrap this. They should scrap the third criteria of, classifying a planet with it clearing its neighborhood. They should scrap that, because if they do scrap that, and hopefully, I hope they do, but if they do, when they do, that will immediately qualify Pluto, Eris, Quawa, Hanumea, I think it's called, and 2015 are 234 or 4247 or whatnot as planets, but then it will probably classify moons as satellite planets. So, yeah. Unless the moon system has a completely different classification system, I think the IAU should really be disbanded. Honestly, I think they should be disbanded because they have no idea what the hell they're talking about. They have no idea what the hell they're talking about. I mean, all these images coming in from Pluto, it's clear it has volcanoes, it has an atmosphere. I was a bit, confused about the ring system, but now it's clear that, it doesn't have a ring system. But a lot of people are speculating that it may have a ring system because of its moves. It's also got seasons. Oh, I keep on yawning. I do apologize. When Pluto comes at its closest to the sun, its atmosphere gets thick enough, substantial enough to actually have proper weather, to have, was it like nitrogen rain, methane rain, or something like that? Which really shows of how active the planet is. It's a fucking planet. Classify it as a fucking planet. You don't need to have a brain to realize, oh, Pluto should be classified as a planet because look at all this data we've got. Look at this. Look at all this. It's clear the Earth can't clear its orbit. And I'll laugh my ass off if the IAU come out with a statement saying, oh, well, the Earth is substantially bigger than Pluto. Obviously, it can't clear its orbit. But, that's not enough to classify Pluto as a planet. Because then that'll be horseshit. They will be lying through their teeth. They would be lying through their teeth. And they really need to be careful now. They really need to be careful because they're being hounded not by the public, but by the looks of it. Now, I'm not going to, say, oh, it's 100% true. But, all I'm going to say is, by the looks of it, it looks like NASA is also starting to get into this, this fisty bangy bang game where, they're really getting you onto the ball and saying, hang on a minute, obviously the public is saying you really need to classify all the dwarf planets as planets now. Just do it before any more harm comes. Because honestly, the IAU, they are being made look like absolute idiots. They look like absolute idiots at the moment. It's hilarious. It honestly is hilarious. And I wanted to touch on this subject because the IAU, they're not even that clever. They really aren't. I mean, in 2006, yeah, they had a pretty strong argument. But now in 2021, really? Really? Just to reclassify Pluto as a dwarf planet, as a planet, or classify the Earth and every other terrestrial planet as a dwarf planet. Simple as fucking that. Don't be eggheads. Don't be stupid, brainless idiots. It's not clever. It's not smart. You're just hurting yourself more and more and more. Listen to the public. Let the public decide. You know, if you're going to do a vote, don't do a private fucking vote. Let the public decide the vote. Don't be lazy. Just decide the fucking vote. It's not hard. It really isn't hard. I don't know why they haven't even acknowledged the outcry of the public, because the public is still outcrying, trying to convince them to even classify just Pluto as a planet. They're not bothering. They are not bothering. They are being stuck up nerds at the moment. They are being stuck up at the moment. They are just not being cooperative. They are not cooperating with the public, and they should be. They should be there for the public, not for their own well-being. And if the public wants Pluto as a planet because of all this data, they really need to think, oh, hang on a minute, let's look at this data. Oh, yes, the Earth and Venus and all the terrestrial planets obviously cannot clear their orbits. Let's get rid of that third criteria, then we can reclassify all the dwarf planets as real planets. It's not fucking hard, is it? It's not difficult. Just fucking do it. End of. You don't have to be rocket science to think, maybe the public is right. Let's classify Pluto as a planet again. I'm not targeting an individual here. I'm targeting a massive group of people who can't even, who either are too lazy to reclassify the dwarf planets as planets, or they don't give two shits. And I'm starting to think it's number two. They don't give two fucks. And if that's the case, that's really sad. That just shows of how childish they can be. They think they all have all this power when clearly we have all this evidence. 2020 Jan from 1st of January to the 31st of January or the 30th of January. Sorry, I'm constantly yawning. It's clear. I mean, the orange is all the asteroids which are in stable orbits, and then the whitish cyan dots are near Earth objects. They're asteroids that either come close to the Earth or are in stable NEO orbits. It's obvious that the Earth can't clear its orbit. It's fucking obvious. And, obviously, I want to make this clear. I'm not doing this for views. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because I have a strong passion for astronomy. I have a strong passion for planetary science. And it really upsets me that the IAU, what the fuck are they called? Uh, the Independent Astronomical Union or something like that? They are obviously not bothered 1 cent or 1 penny, or wherever you're from. I'm not going to judge wherever you're from. I think that humanity should be united and should really crack down on the IAU. I think the public should all come together and should really crack down on these people who think they have the power to say and do as they please, because they don't. They don't. They should put this to the public. They should let the public vote. They should let the public decide, not decide themselves, because they are just a portion of humanity. They are a insignificant portion of humanity. They should talk to humanity themselves, not just talk to themselves, because then that's selfish. That is selfish. They should put up a vote. Let the public decide. Let the entire world decide. Should the dwarf planets be planets or not? If the public decides no, then fair. But if they decide yes, fucking do it. It's not difficult. Um, I hope they see this video. I know it's full of a lot of bad language, but I am quite upset at the moment. Reading all about this, about the IAU, and how they've been treating the system throughout the years, and more and more this data is showing more and more and more and more asterisks. This is from 2020. This is from 2020. Just imagine how many more asteroids we've discovered since then. The Earth clearly cannot clear us all. It's fucking clear. But yeah, I hope they see this video. I hope they reconsider. I hope they get rid of the third criteria. I honestly hope. I honestly hope they get rid of the third criteria, because then, I really want Pluto to be a planet. I want Eris to be a planet. I want Makemake to be a planet. They should, in their own right, they should be considered full-fledged planets. There's no fucking right for them to be considered dwarf planets. There's no right. There's no right. So yeah, I'm going to drop the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. If you did not enjoy this video, give it a thumbs down. I don't mind. But if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs down. Give it a thumbs up, and put in the comment section, what your views are. I would love to listen to your views if you've come this far in the video. So yeah, that'd be awesome. Peace.